Hey guys, HindleCBA here, and I'm doing another deck profile, and I am profiling psychics slash synchrons. This is just a fun deck. I really wanted to build it for ages, and once I saw emergency teleport went down in price, I picked this deck up straight away because it's the deck I've always wanted. I got the deck idea from another YouTuber called Dr. Faker. If you haven't seen his YouTube channel, I would recommend looking at it because he does a lot of deck profiles revolving around psychics and a lot of combos you can pull off. So yeah, I got my deck idea from that YouTuber, and then I changed around parts of the deck which I thought fits my playing style a bit better. And yeah, so that's then enough of that introduction slash stuff. So yeah, now I'm going to get into the deck profile. So, starting with the monsters, play 2 Overdrive Teleporters. This card is probably the best psychic type monster out there. If you don't know what it does, when you normal it, it can't be special summoned, but when you normal it, you can pay 2,000 life points and special summon 2 level 3 psychic type monsters from your deck. And that effect's really good. It sets up combos and it's really good. Paying 2,000 life points isn't that big a deal if you know you're going to get this combo off. So if you know you're going to get Fiendished or Breakthrough, it's pretty good. It's a shame you have to tribute for it, but still, really good card. Then we play 3 Serene Psychic Witch. This card's really good. If it's destroyed, you can banish 1 psychic type monster from your deck with 1,500 attack, and then special summon that monster during the next standby phase. So pretty good. There are some decent targets for this effect as well. And then we play 3 Hush Psychic Clerics. It has a similar effect to Serene, except you have to discard a card and then banish 1 psychic from your graveyard. And then when this card leaves the field in any way, you can special summon that banished psychic monster to the field. So again, decent targets, and this cleric can be a good target for Serene. And then we play 2 Psychic Commanders. It's a level 3 tuner, quite good. Yes, you might have thought I could play Ghost Ogre, White Rabbit. I think that's the name of it now, but that card costs a lot of money. So this will have to do for now. I'm not sure if I want to invest a lot of money into this deck just to play Ghost Ogre. So yeah. Then we play 2 Junk Synchrons. This is a Synchron deck, so it's just a synchro, not a Synchron deck. But yeah, good card. Just good. Then we play 2 Espergels, probably one of the better psychic monsters in this deck. It's a draw engine and it's a level 2 tuner. If you don't know what this does, when this card is removed from play, when this removed from play card is special summoned, so you know if you serened it or clericed it and it comes back to the field, you banish the top card of your deck face down, and when this card leaves the field in any way, you can add that removed card back to your hand. So it's pretty good. And then we play Silent Psychic Wizards. Same effects as Serenes and sort of, well, more of Cleric really. When it's normal, banish 1 psychic from your grave, and once this card leaves the field, special summon that banished psychic. And then Destructotron, you don't have to play this card, but I decide to. Basically, if you know what it does, you can pay 1,000 life points and destroy 1 face down spell or trap from the field. You can use this effect as many times as you want. And it's Earths. Well, I should mention all the psychic monsters are Earth, so that brings us into the extra deck later. Anyway, so we're playing Psychic Jumper, probably the funnest monster in this deck. It's a level 2 tuner, and if you don't know what it does, it's basically a creature swap, but you have to target one of your face-up psychic monsters, except this card, and then you switch control of that psychic and your opponent's monster. And you can always synchro with it as well. So yeah. Then we play Time Escaper. Good card to save your psychic monsters from destruction or attacks. If you know what it does, you discard this card, target 1 face-up psychic type monster, then banish it until your next standby phase. And if you didn't notice, it's a level 2, and it's a good target for Junk Synchron. Then DD Telephone. This card's quite good. If it's banished from the field, you send one psychic type monster from your deck with 1/500 or less attack, and especially summon that monster during your next standby phase. So it's a good target for emergency teleport, which I do play in this deck. And then just a filler. I'm not sure I want to take this out or not. It can be quite slow, but Dr. Cranium. When it's driving a battle, pay 800 and add any psychic type monster from your deck to your hand. So if you want to target your overdrive teleports. And then for the rest of the monsters, the rest are tuners. Jet Synchron, really good card, especially summon itself from the grave, and when it's used as a synchro, add one junk monster to your hand. Glurt Bulb, another one which can especially summon itself from the grave, pretty good. And then Recover. I use this card because it's a psychic tuner, and it's got sort of the same effects as Glurt Bulb and Jet Synchron, but not as good. Basically, you have to pay 2,000 life points to special summon it, and you have to have your opponent has to have 5 or more cards in the extra deck than you do. But it's a level 1 tuner, so still it's good to have in the grave or in your hand. And that's it for the monsters. Now we're playing for the spells, which are 3 emergency teleports. Yeah, one of the best cards in the deck. Especially summon especially summon 1 level 3 or lower psychic type monster from your deck. And it's not a once per turn effect. You can use 3 emergency teleports in one turn. Telekinetic Powwow. It's a good card. It's basically a soul charge, but for psychics, and they all have to be level 2 or lower. And then you have to pay 300 life points for each of their levels. So say you special summon 2 Esper Girls, you have to pay 1,200 life points to special them both. So still pretty good. You can get around the damage with a card in the extra deck, which I'll get onto later. And then for the rest of the spells, they're all 1-ups. Tuning, searching junk synchro is good, and maybe getting luck, putting a nice card on top of your deck into the grave. Book of Moon. Forbidden Challenge, this card can save you. Yeah, it's good. Emergency Teleport. 1 for 1. Raigeki. And a Fool's Barrel. Yeah, if you want to put a card into the graveyard, it's a good card to do that. And moving on to the traps. Not many traps. So we're playing 2 Call of the Haunted because it's nice to bring back certain Synchrons from the deck. And you can use it if they target with the MST, you can bring back Serene from the grave and use that cast effect. And then Trap Stun, because sometimes back row can be annoying. Jar of Avarice, putting back Synchros is really nice. Not good to open up early in the game or in your first hand. And yeah, good card anyway. It's better than Psychic Overload in my opinion. And Fairy Wind, because sometimes there are floodgates which stop you. So yeah, that's it for the main deck. That is 40 cards. Yeah, so now I'm just going to get onto the extra deck. The extra deck's still a bit iffy in my opinion. I still probably will change it. So I'm going to show off anyway. So played Old Entity Tastal. Good cards. It's pretty decent. Basically, if it leaves the field from the monster zone, equip it to a monster your opponent controls, and that monster's effect is negated, and it can't attack. And also, this card leaves the field while equipped. You can take control of that monster that you equip this card with. So I did a cheeky. I attached this card to a BLS, and then I destroyed this card and took that BLS. So quite nice. Armades, quite easy to make in this deck, with a mix of clerics and Esper Girls and whatnot. So yeah. Materia Beasts, as I said earlier, all the monsters, all the psychics are Earth, so you can make this. And then we play the other Materia Barkion, negate traps. Yep. Nice to be able to play these 2 in the same deck. Guru Guardian, not sure about this card, but it is good. Maybe grabbing some monsters, maybe even other tuners that your opponent controls. Level 6 as well. 2/8. Yeah. And then Powered Insectron. This card's pretty good in the deck. Basically, if you don't know what it does, when this card is synchro summoned, this turn, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. Also, you take no damage. So basically, you can use, powered, power well, and I believe overdrive teleporter. I'm not sure on that though, so don't hold me on that. But still, it's a good card. Targets for scrap dragons, which I also play. Spoiler, but yeah, good card. And then Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, good level 7. When you need it, it's good. It's just there just in case you need it, to be honest. Then we play Psychic Life Transfer, good level 7, gaining back those life points which you lost, maybe from earlier effects. And yeah, I probably would change this for something else. I'm not sure yet though. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. And yeah, okay. And then Scrap Dragon, as I said, I do play this. Popping Old Entity and taking control of your monsters is really good, and also it's a good card in general. Thought Ruler Archfiends is level 8, same as Scrap Dragon, so you have options if you don't actually want to go into Scrap Dragon. Basically, if you don't know what it does, when this card destroys a monster by battle, gain life points equals to that monster's original attack. And during your player's turn, if any psychic monster is targeted by a spell or trap, only one monster, so fiendishes or breakthroughs, you can pay 1,000 and negate that card effect. And then we play Hot Red Dragon Archfiends, good cards. I'm not sure if Scarlet or this is better. Yes, Scarlet can stop floaters. I'm not too sure, to be honest, on this. So I'll see later. I might make another deck profile of this deck if I just start changing it about. And keep in mind that was an Archfiend, because we play the other Archfiends because they're pretty decent. And then for level 9, we play Hyper Psychic Blaster. Another way of gaining back life points. Also, it does piercing damage, so it's quite nice being 3,000. And then for the rest of, I suppose, the Archfiend archetype, these came out quite recently, the Synchrons. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, Abyss. Yeah, it's good cards. You have to make it with Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, so that's why I play Call the Haunted, in case the Hot Red actually gets destroyed. I mean the Dragon Archfiend, the one from earlier, that gets destroyed. I can bring back Call the Haunted. But if you don't know what this card does, it requires, of course, as I said, 1 Dark Dragon type synchro monster and 1 tuner. And during your player's turn, you can target 1 face-up card and negate it. So, if they were a Geki, you can negate vanities, field spells. And it doesn't destroy field spells or face-ups, it just negates it for that turn. And also, when this card inflicts damage, you can target 1 tuner monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So that allows you to bring out the next Archfiend, which is Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane. If you bring this out, you have a good chance of winning. It's really good. It requires, of course, the same as Abyss, 1 tuner and 1 Dark Dragon type synchro monster, and its effect is great. Basically, you can trigger any one monster, then target 1 Dragon Archfiend monster in your graveyard and special summon it. So you can just tribute any monster and just bring back this. Yeah. And then also, as well as the effect, if it inflicts battle damage, special summon 2 tuners with the same level, 1 from your deck and 1 from your graveyard. So really good. And then for the last card, we play Red Nova Dragon. This card is, I'm not sure if it's difficult to bring it or not. It's just basically it requires 2 tuners and 1 Dragon Archfiend. So you can Dragon Archfiend, Power Wow, then you have 2 tuners. So yeah, and it's pretty decent. You can make it get up to over 7,000. I think 8,000, I believe, if I count all the tuners. And then it can negate an attack by banishing itself, and then it special summons itself during the end phase. So it's pretty decent, and it's cool. So, yeah. Just a card which I don't think most people know about, but it can be quite good. main deck that's beside it, but just in case, I did play this at the beginning because I'm terrible at maths. It's a pendulum monster, so you don't need to summon it, but once per turn you can target one face-up monster on the field, increases level by 1. Even if this card leads to field, so it still gain that level. So I just used it because I was bad at maths, and sometimes I'll make a play and I realise, oh, my tuners and monsters don't work together, so I can't go into the monsters I want, so I use this. So yeah, that's it guys. This video went on for longer than I thought, sorry about that. That's it for the deck profile anyway. If you have any comments on the deck or just want to comment anything, up to you. And that's it, so goodbye for now.